In today's video, we're going to talk about the 30-30-30 stuff that seems to be floating around the internet at the moment, and where it comes from. So yesterday, having a chat with a couple of clients, and one of them seen this post by some influencer, and basically said that if they do this 30-30-30, it will help you melt fat away. And whilst I get that that's marketing gimmicks and speak and stuff, it's fucking bullshit. So what is the 30-30? First of all, it is within 30 minutes of waking, you consume 30 minutes of protein, and then you go about your day and make sure that you get 30 minutes of walking. So in a nutshell, as soon as you wake up, eat your protein, go for a walk, and suddenly, all of a sudden, you will be shredding fat, melting off you, as if to say that it just does. Well, I'm not here to slag it off. I'm not here to say I agree or I disagree, but I simply want to point out that there are some good things about that context. You see, for the most part, most of us, particularly as adults, as we get a bit older, we don't have breakfast. We skip it. We're not up early enough. We're not doing the godforsaken morning routine that gets us up at 4:30, where you spend 4 hours before you even start your day. You're pretty much just getting up, you're rushing out your door. And maybe along the way, you're grabbing some sort of snack, something easy. Maybe it's a cup of coffee to simply help you wake up. Now, this eating within 30 minutes of waking up, hey, that's completely contradictory to what people say will work for you if you intermittently fast and therefore reduce your glucose levels and help you fix up your insulin resistance and all that sort of stuff. But why the 30 grams? Well, if you believe the research, anywhere between 30 and 50 grams of what we call a bolus, B-O-L-U-S, basically a nice decent sized serving of protein to help you get your day started is actually a good thing. And why is that? Well, because as I said before, most of us start our day off pretty crappy, and therefore as the day gets on and we then maybe skip a lunch because we're too busy again, and then we're on snacks and bars and bits and pieces and multiple variations of coffee, we're not getting in our protein till those last couple of meals of the day. And then it's a struggle to eat a decent serving of protein, particularly if you're going to chase your protein targets. So starting off your day with a nice serving, a nice serving of say 30 to 50 grams of protein simply gets you started. Now, if you also focus on that protein, it will also keep you fuller. So that means that when you do get to work, it comes about the 10 o'clock, the crash that most people face. You're not looking for a snack to get you through. The protein has obviously helped you fill the void and become a little bit more satiated. So, the 30 minutes upon waking, hey, that's up to you and me. Some people might get up a little bit earlier. They might like to do it after the workout or whatever. Now, the 30 grams of protein, you can do it in a variety of ways. Me personally, I prefer that you consume real food. So 6 grams of protein in an egg. So can you eat 5 eggs? Maybe not 5 whole eggs, but if you scramble them, there you go. There's your 30 grams of protein. And you've got it in, and it starts the day, and the choline and all the other stuff that's in the eggs and the essential fatty acids will also help you feel fuller for longer. The 30 minutes of walking straight away or sometime throughout the day, well, 30 minutes is basically around 3,000 steps in a day. For me, I simply like to do what we call exercise snacks. It might mean 10 minutes. Simply, that will help aid in the digestion once you're up and going. Because as you and I both know, there's nothing worse than sitting down, scoffing your face full of food, and then sitting on the couch afterwards, you just feel stuffed. When there are days like that there, I like to take some of my food, I might whack it in a wrap, and I'll take the dogs because they need 2 to 3 walks in a day. And I'll go out and I'll actually walk and I'll eat my dinner. So 30-30-30, whatever it is, but simply the goal and the outcome for me to you, or what I'm going to take away from this, would be when you wake up, give yourself some time, plan a decent breakfast. Yes, prioritize your protein, because I'm all about that there too. Whether it's 30 grams, whether it's 50 grams, but get some protein in. It will keep you satiated. It will be a step towards that target. I prefer whole foods. I know that 30 grams in a scoop of protein powder, whack it in, you can scull it pretty quickly. that might also be a way for you to do so. I'm not going to advocate for that, because I would prefer that you eat and go about the process that way, not just drinking our calories. The 30 minutes, yes, I'm a big advocate for that. I like to say to people throughout a normal day, if you're up and moving and you're moving around the office, if that's the case, or if you're in a job that's outside and you're moving, you're already getting some decent amount of steps. But take 10 minutes. Take 10 minutes after breakfast, after lunch, after dinner. Take 10 minutes when you get home to go and take the kids for a walk. Maybe then you'll actually start to build a relationship, because like you, they probably want to just come home and sit down and do nothing else anyway. But if they're out with you with the dogs, then you're starting to take that, and also too, they're getting your steps. They're starting to see your behavior. They're starting to see what dad or mum is doing is a long way towards getting off our asses, because for the most part, we think that we're active because we're going to the gym. But if we've got a desk job and we're spending 6 and 7, 8 hours a day on our asses, we are technically very much sedentary. So whether it be 30, 30, 30 or some other variation, prioritize your protein, try and get your steps in, and just plan. Plan not to fail. Plan not to eat Macca's, Hungry Jack's, Burger King, and all that other shit. But plan to eat a decent meal. Nothing wrong with 5 eggs in the morning.